Hello, my dear vintage friends and family. I am here at this wonderful Christmas sale, vintage antique sale called Girlfriend's Market. And I am here with a very special person, my best girlfriend, my daughter Sarah. And we would like you to come along with us as we look at all these wonderful treasures, Christmas items, things you wouldn't find just going to an antique store or in a yard sale or anything like that. It's all in one place. There's two buildings. And we will start with the first building. Come along with us and enjoy. And I'll come back in and mention things as we go along. All right. Thanks for watching. This deer lamp, caught my eye. It doesn't have a lamp shade, but boy, you could sure, make one yourself or whatever. A little bit over my budget, but I thought it was sweet. And this is the second day of the sale on a Saturday, and they had a Friday afternoon, evening time to go yesterday. So we missed a lot of things, I'm sure, but it still seems very full. It is very full. Of course, I know vendors, being that I've been one myself. My daughter has done it with me, and we've done it together at various sales, that you have to replenish your stock. So you bring extra so that your booth stays full. Plenty to offer everyone. This little area had lots of little jars for putting your craft items in. It was real fun. The jars that Sarah and I like, the vintage jars, and then there was some replica or newer type Fiestaware. This bushel basket was probably full yesterday. I wonder if it was, at being $2 a piece for all those old spices. I really like this little toy stove and the shoes right there. Those antique shoes were $16. Of course, I didn't buy them, but I do really love little baby shoes, especially those. Those were quite old. I love this space. I spoke with the owner of all these lovely vintage items and linens and quilts. Beautiful old quilts. Some were not old, I don't think, but very reasonably priced compared to at least what quilts used to be. Like the one you just saw was $100. And that would have been like $400 a few years back. But the woman I spoke to, I asked her how long she'd been collecting, and like myself, ever since she can remember, when she was younger. Like I started when I was a teen, I started collecting the vintage linens and doilies and things. So, yeah, she was very fun to talk to, and I think I did find a couple things that I didn't have, or maybe I needed in this area. Maybe I'll put those on at the end if you are interested, or do another video with some of the things like that. Might be better, so this isn't too long of a video. But as you can see, her area is filled with fun items. So basically, if I had a storefront business, it would look very much like this seller's space. I think we have a lot in common as far as what interests us. And all those little quilt pieces, there were quite a few of them, and they were large squares for $8, which was pretty good. But you know, you can't buy everything, and then it all adds up too, doesn't it? And I don't need any. Definitely don't need any. They were pretty though. Isn't this a beautiful clock? It's really drawn to that. And that lamp there, beautiful lamp. This seller had some very unique items, lots of old tins, advertising container tins, and that type of thing. Those sewing machines, I'll show them in a bit again, but I was intrigued by them. And kind of primitive items a little bit. And yeah, here's some of the sewing. Well, I said sewing because I was thinking a lot of these items would be really nice in a sewing room or craft room or to make junk journals. Wouldn't we love to put things in that little container there? Little buttons for our journals, those of you who make them. Or any kind of craft or sewing. You know, a lot of these can be used for that, for storage and display. I really like that blue tin. And some of these things were, well, I would say all of them in this area were over my budget, but they were probably very reasonable to some people. And there's that little I don't know what you would call that, but that storage item with the drawers in it, and it had a glass front too, which is interesting. Yeah, most everything in the sale was reasonably priced compared to antique stores, but you know, you can find things sometimes in a better way, but here you have it all together and lots to choose from, so it was real fun to look anyway. Got a few things, but not too much. It sure is tempting though. So that black little toy sewing machine, see a close up in a second, but it was $75. I don't see well, so I don't see prices well, but I did see that one. Oh, hello, Santa. I like this area. It had a lot of fun things. I didn't even look in that case, but wouldn't that be fun to peruse through, look through everything and these photos? They were very expensive, so we didn't really look at those too much. After spending some time in that building, we are headed to the second building for more vintage shopping experiences. I would say this one had more of the crafty type things, although there was some antique vintage items, definitely vintage, but antiques in here. Sarah and I both recognize the goose cookie jar. She recognized that from her childhood. I had owned this set of cups and punch bowl for a little while until I sold it at one of the vintage sales that we had. Isn't that a pretty red cake tin? Really like that. So I was so thankful to be able to share this day with my daughter. She is a busy young mother carrying a very heavy responsibility load, and it is always wonderful to be with her and have fun together. Oh, it was so special. And I am so very, very proud of her. Such a beautiful, beautiful, amazing young woman. My daughter pointed out these dolls. I am intrigued with broken dolls or ones that need to be put together, restrung or whatever. I've done that a little bit with some. I don't have a lot of time to do that, but I especially like little dolls. And of course the antique porcelain ones, and I'll show you some in a bit that were here. This kind of booth space kind of draws out my inner raccoon. Look at all those things there. Keys and little numbers for apartments and stuff like that. Oh, really nice things to look through for junk journals. But I already have so many projects in mind. Can only use so many things, right? But it was fun looking through everything. There's a beautiful, we'll see it in a minute, that beautiful old photograph book, and it did have a number of photos in it, the cabinet cards or photos from long ago. Lots of little treasures. Isn't that a beautiful frame? Just gorgeous. So here are the antique dolls. The seller gave me a good price. She saw I was looking at them and interested, but she said I could have all three for $70, but they were not original complete, which I don't mind in a doll. I don't really mind that, except I don't need another doll or more dolls. Where am I going to put them? But it was kind of a nice thing to think about. They were pretty good dolls too, the heads anyway. The bodies were not original. This seller was kind enough to hold up one of her Guatemalan shawls, I think it is. She said people use them for decor, but they were very beautiful. And I thought this one right here would make a great junk journal cover, but no, I don't think we would want to cut that up. Not at the brand new prices anyway. And then these beautiful pouches. This one particularly caught my eye. Very wonderful workmanship, good workmanship. That mirror there is the same kind of workmanship on that. She had some nice things in this booth, but all the booths had nice things. I didn't see any booth that something didn't catch my eye anyway. Of course, I always have to peruse through any basket of lace or area of lace and linens and things. There's pretty embroidery there. And the seller made all the items on that blue board. Oops, hello! She was an original, or is an original Bilo baby head, which I don't need. I have one, it's not original, but I have one I made that I need to make a body for, which I haven't done yet, since I've had it for a few years. So anyway, I didn't need another doll or doll head, as cute as she was, although some of you might not think so. I think doll enthusiasts would like her. All the sellers here were really nice people. Everyone we encountered. The seller in this particular booth was a sweet lady. She had her teenage granddaughter helping her. They didn't want to be on camera. I asked them if I could, interview them, because it would be fun to know how they, work in their side business, how it goes, and the background story of things is always interesting, but I understand that a lot of people don't want to be on public camera, and that's okay. Her shop is called Riddle Cottage, but she doesn't sell online, just more of a side business, as I was saying. Hobby side business. Well, our excursion is nearly over, and I just want to thank everybody for coming along with us, and thank you for watching. Please remember to like this video and please share it with friends so I can have some more views. That's what it's about, I guess. Right? Thank you so much, and of course, Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving too. All right. Thanks for watching.